Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So while we are so grateful for the opportunity to live in Medina, and it has been such a positive experience for us so far, there are a few things that we wish we knew before we moved there, just things that we wish we had like mentally prepared for before we moved to Medina. Okay, number one is the house geckos. Okay, this one took me by surprise when we found like a pretty big one in one of our big rooms when we first moved in, and this little lizard occupied that room for like what, a month?
Like 2 months almost.
Yeah. Rent free, and we weren't even using that big room because we couldn't get rid of it, and I was terrified. So we had like the door closed, and I had like a towel under the door so it doesn't escape from the cracks. And we also have like the ceiling that has kind of like, it's like a ledge, so you can't really see. It kept hiding inside the ledge and inside the AC. So it took us a good 2 months to like find it and get rid of it. So that's one of the things that I had no idea these things even existed and that it was normal. We talked to some locals and they're like, oh yeah, these things just kind of like come into the house and just live in there. Coming from the US, I had no idea and I was not prepared because I'm terrified.
Number two is like the sand issue that we're having. And I guess like, you know, even if you have your windows closed and your doors closed, we still get like sand inside the house, particularly on our beds. So like every night we have to like dust them off. I think they just come in from the AC. But you know, like Medina is like, we do get sandstorms, and when it gets windy, sand goes around. So I think it's normal, but like getting into the house through the AC, I wonder if there's like a filter that we can add to our AC.
I don't know, because it gets so bad. Like we didn't know that this thing was even an issue, right? And then I'm like, every time I go to bed, it's just like it's so uncomfortable. And they're not like, it's not like dust particles, it's like actual sand. Yeah. So like if you sweep the ground, you'll see like, you can make a sandbox out of it. Like that's how much sand there is.
Yeah, but not, I wouldn't say that much.
Eventually.
I mean eventually if you don't sweep daily.
Yeah, you have to sweep daily.
Or
and
like,
you have to like dust off your whole bed, which is a sunnah anyway.
Yeah.
To like, you know, dust off your bed before you go to bed. So another thing that we wish we knew was the lack of outdoor activities for kids, especially like during the daytime.
All right, so number four, I would say like traffic inefficiency, like going from point A to point B, you know, be like a few miles, but sometimes because of traffic, it takes you like really long. And not just that, it's just like how the roads are designed. Yes. Like sometimes you'll have to drive, if you miss an exit, and I think we've said that before in our videos, if you miss an exit, you kind of have to drive like 5 minutes, or it adds like another 5 to 10 minutes to your you know, your ETA.
So like, yeah, if you're driving, you can't just like turn left onto the next road. So like the islands in the middle, they just keep going. There's no like, there's no spaces. So like usually errands for us will take so much longer. Yeah. We end up going home like hours later and we've only ran like 2 errands.
Yeah, so like we leave the house and we plan to do like 3 or 4 errands, and we get like 1 or 2 done. Just the traffic and like the time between like salawat, because everything is based off of like the prayers. So if you leave after Asr, you have to try to get everything done for Maghrib, because when things shut down, then you have to like go pray, and then after prayer, it takes them a while to open back up. So
running errands and like efficiency with getting things done is a lot slower, I guess. Right. We've had to, I wish we kind of knew that beforehand to mentally prepare us, again, for a slower paced life.
So like a big difference from like Iowa, where we came from, everything is like a few minutes away. The max is like 10 to 15 minutes.
So number 5 is the house locking system. I don't know if it's like that in all of Medina, but I wish I knew about it beforehand. So particularly in our house, So if someone leaves the house, there's no doorknob on the other side. Like on the outside, there's no doorknob. And there's like a lock for the key. And then on the inside, there's also like a turning lock. So one time, Suhail left to go to prayer or something. And he took the keys like he's used to and locked the door and left. And I needed to go outside to like do the laundry. And I couldn't get out of the house. And the windows are all barred. So I was a little bit panicking because I couldn't leave the house. The doors were locked from the inside. And it was just very scary because in case of an emergency, la qadar Allah, or like, you know, like a house fire or something like that, we wouldn't have been able to get out of the house. So that's definitely something we'd had to kind of adjust to, just the house system. So you can lock yourself out easily and you can lock yourself in too. And
we actually did lock ourselves out one time. I, you know, closed the door, shut the door, and I thought that I had the key with me. And then we forgot something and I had to go back and I was like, where's the key?
Keep in mind the door was unlocked.
Yeah, the door was unlocked, but there's just not a doorknob on the outside. So we ended up calling like a locksmith off of like the Facebook marketplace. And that ended up costing us like 150 riyals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still adjusting to it.
Yeah, we have
to keep remembering, like,
yeah,
you get the key, who has the key.
Right.
One more thing that we wish we knew before we moved to Medina was the fact that there are no kitchens in most of the rentals. So we're not even talking about like property for sale that you're buying. These are rental, like apartments. So we went and like toured some apartments, and most of them, I would say like 99% of them, don't have kitchens. Like I'm talking, there's no cabinets, there are no appliances, there's no like stove, oven, anything. Like you literally walk in and it's just a cement block and there's nothing in it. Like if you guys want to check out some of our apartment hunting videos, we have those up and you guys can see that there aren't like how bare the houses are even for rent. So basically you'd go rent the apartment. You'd buy the whole kitchen set yourself if you want like a bigger kitchen, more cabinets, whatever appliances. And then when you move out, the landlord will either buy it out from you so you don't have to, you know, take it out and they have it already there, or you will have it removed and then you can like sell it or move it to your next apartment.
Yeah, and I really think like it's such an inconvenience, like moving your own kitchen. Like imagine going from one place to another and you have to worry about selling an entire kitchen, which is not easily sellable.
Yeah.
Right? So in that case, I guess most people just sell it for like a cheaper price.
So other than that, you know, it's been, like I said, it's been such a good experience living in Medina, and this doesn't take away from any blessings of being able to live in Medina. We're still very, very grateful, alhamdulillah, for the opportunity. It's just things that we kind of were shocked about. We kind of wish we knew beforehand. But it doesn't take away from it, and you know, being patient with Medina and all of its inconveniences has its own reward. So alhamdulillah. Let us know in the comments if you guys found any of these things surprising, or if you knew about these things already, or if you were surprised like we were.
And let us know if you guys want a part 2. We can definitely do a part 2, and we will see you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.